Hi everyone. It's a beautiful sunny day here on the Sunheart Temple land in Portugal, in the Serra Da Estrela. Blue sky, look. So we've had a lot of rain since we got here, since we arrived, which is so amazing. Like there's just an abundance of water at the moment in the whole of Portugal. But it's a sunny day, so I've been able to really get out here on the land, and I'm sitting with the design of the temple. Hannah's already gone down to the Algarve and Jason's busy building his temple, and I'm just walked over here to the Sunheart Temple land, and I'm really feeling the design of the temple. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you, and I wanted to share the beautiful synchronicities and miracles on the day that we went to sign the papers. It just flowed amazingly smoothly, which you think I would have got used to by now if I'm having such miracles in my life for the past couple of years. And yeah, it was totally synchronistic and really emotional actually for all of us, for the Portuguese owners as well, and his mother being called Maria, who owned the land was Maria. And the translator being from the village of the Magdalena. It was a really emotional, um, really connected handing over of the guardianship of the land, and they're really, really grateful. And the Portuguese people here really welcoming us. They really want us here. They really understand what we're doing. We explained a little bit to them. I think, there's such a strong path here with the Magdalena and the Mary of the Estrelas that, they really understand the temple. So there's no sense of, I've had a few people mentioning the colonization of the Portuguese land and the us running like 5 grand retreats and stuff, and it's not that at all. It's absolutely nothing to do with that. The Portuguese people really want us here. They're really loving, they're really open. When we talk about what we're doing, they really understand it, and they feel our hearts, and we feel theirs. I feel the ancestors of this land really strongly. I feel the path of their path with Mary of the Estrelas, and it's extremely beautiful. So I'm sitting here with the design of this Sunheart Temple, and I'm really feeling this land of the beloved heart. That's what the words are that are coming to me. And it, as Jason said, it's a complex of temples that's going to be here, and I'm not sure, what that should be called in a way. But I'm really feeling the land of the beloved heart at the moment, and the Sunheart Temple. So what I've been shown, all of this is coming through prophecy and dreaming and soul guidance and the beloved heart of, this love that has been I've been open to, cracked open to. So with the dream becoming my spirit place, when I feel the wolf yarn and the wolf fur and the path up to the temple. I've been actually with my wolf yarn necklace that a beautiful sister made for me. It's actually living on my drum at the moment, and feeling the importance of this path of the wolf yarn weaving its way up to the temple. And it's like something to do with the new indigenous pathways, something to do with the creation of new indigenous pathways, but I haven't got that clear yet. But what the dreaming is showing me as I'm sitting here is the actual design of the temple. And so in my dream I came out of the forest, and which obviously is my subconscious, my psyche, and the wild, my wild psyche, my subconscious, and all of the healing that was occurring in there. And I came up this ladder and then through a hatch and out into this sun temple, this sun and the light and this higher state of consciousness and this place in the astral, this spirit place where I've been traveling to. Eventually what happened was it wasn't outside, well, it was never outside of myself, but in terms of astral projection and lucid dreaming, it was a place I was going to in my journeying, in my astral projection, to have healing and receive guidance from the beloved, and to heal and to get to know the afterlife, actually, and the ecosystem of souls. That is the oneness of the higher place of death consciousness, or the ecosystem of souls, the mandala of the soul of humanity. And so it was a coming out of this place, of this forest. And so when I'm here now with the ruin that's going to become the temple, what I'm seeing is there's a doorway at the bottom, and the doorway at the bottom goes into the room at the bottom, which is built on the mother rock. They built these little, I think they're shepherds' shelters, where maybe they would put the animals underneath and then they would have slept on the top. But they were built them, basically they found the mother rock on the land and they built the ruin around, the building around that, and just by placing stones. There's no concrete or anything, they're just stones placed one on top of the other around this mother rock. And some of them have got really big rocks inside, like Jason's, but mine mother rock isn't actually that big, which makes for a bigger space that's not so wet. But it's basically the rock of the mountain that is going to become this initiation chamber, this earth chamber. This it's part of it is underground, and it's made of this Serra stone, and it's going to become this earth chamber. So when you walk into the door at the bottom, you open the door, and the first thing you're going to see when it's built is steps in front of you, and then another door on the left. And when you open that door, you go inside this earth chamber, this initiation chamber, which is this womb-like rock that I'm going to be working with the stone and with the rock people to hold that space of being inside the earth. And I'm going to use some clay, some red clay and lime to make around the rocks, to make like a womb kind of earth, smooth polished finish on it and on the floor. So that it will be completely dark. It will be a place of silence, a place of prayer and darkness, to allow, I'm imagining people going in there for 3 days and 3 nights if they want to, where they can be in that space of being held within the earth. They can fast if they want to. They feel held within the earth, and they are journeying with prayer, with ceremony, with darkness, into their own inner initiation, but having it held in a really beautiful space with candlelight, and that's what I'm imagining there. But at the top on the roof, what I'm seeing when I dream with it, when I vision with it, is this mandala altar that's hanging down from the ceiling, and it's about the Black Madonna, the dark Magdalena, the Kali energy, and this beautiful mandala ceiling altar, and within that is this tiny chink of light. So in terms of death and resurrection, this is like the chamber of dying, and there's going to be this tiny chink of light when you look above into the roof, into the ceiling, that's in the center of this mandala that represents the yeah, the Kali, the Black Madonna, the darkness, the dying, the beauty of surrender, the beauty of deep letting go, the beauty of the dark night of the soul. And this little chink of light will represent the golden threads of the light of our own soul, and the tunnel of light that comes from having a near-death experience, that comes from initiation. When you start finding your way back to your soul, that the dark night of the soul leads you to, right? This complete surrender and the allowing and the letting go, bringing you the beginning of the resurrection of your own radiance. So that's what this bottom chamber is going to be about. And so there will be a door, and there will be this red clay stone room, if you like, with a hanging altar. And so that door can be kept closed at all times. But I'm imagining, so then when people have been through their initiation, through their time on their solo quest inside of this initiation chamber, for as long as, or maybe people just want to go in there for an hour, like it's, you know, it's there for prayer too, as an offering of a solo quest, as an offering of a silent chamber to pray in. Also, not just for soul quests, it can just be an opportunity for silent dark prayer. And then the door then leads out into this stairway. I'm seeing loads of the wooden wall that's carved with beautiful carvings, and then the wooden steps carved, and they go round the room up and up. So when you open the door, you start to see the light, and then you follow the light up the stairs like a tunnel of light, and you come out into a hatch that leads out into the top floor, which is the actual Sunheart Temple, the place of light, the place of resurrection, the place of the radiance. And what I'm seeing there then is you come out in the hatch, which is on the west facing wall, and on that wall is a beautiful sun painted in gold, hopefully gold leaf, because I really feel like the frequency of gold needs to be in there. And directly facing that is the wall of, sorry, that would be the east facing wall with the sun on it, painted on it in gold leaf. Directly opposite is the wall that looks out across the mountains of stars, Star Mountain, and this incredible view, like bird's eye view, like looking down out of an aeroplane, full glass from the top to the bottom. So when we're sitting down in there, we've got this expansive view of the pristine land and all of the wild Sami, the living life force, this dance of living energy, this incredible life force that is pulsing through this land, and this expansion of this high place, this higher place of consciousness. So, you know, initiates or people will have spent time in the darkness, however little or however long, guided or not guided, prayer, you know, simple things, more held work, and then have this time where they come out through the stairs into the light, and this will be a place of prayer. So in the center, I'm seeing a sunken altar, and it's going to be the living, pulsing heart of the temple, a sunken altar. And I don't know what's going to be on the altar, but it's the living heart of the temple, and it's the beloved heart of the land, our own heart temple, all represented in this altar. And so this directly then I can see above the altar, up in the roof, is a pyramid skylight of glass that will create this column of light that goes up into the radiance, up into the heavens, up into the stars, up into the higher worlds, the heaven, the ecosystem of souls bringing down this column of light into the living heart of the temple, and then some of that light coming through into the darkness underneath, into the chamber underneath. So that's what I'm seeing as a temple in terms of what's going to be built. So yeah, this hatch comes out into this living heart of the temple with this radiance, with this this light from the stars coming through, the skylight as well. That's what I'm seeing. And as I've said before, this isn't, yes, we will be running retreats here. There will be solo quests happening, vision quests happening, rites of passage ceremonies, initiation ceremonies. There will be work with young people, definitely, like work with youth, especially young girls. That's our work, isn't it? womanbecoming.org. So we'll be making a sanctuary for any death and resurrection rites, really. A place for people to come to have a conscious death experience, whether they're actually leaving their bodies or whether they're having another death experience, such as becoming an adult or becoming an elder or a mini initiation. A place, and it's also going to be a local temple for people just to be able to come. So what I'm imagining is that there will be times when it will be open and people can just know that it's open, and just there may maybe be a donation box in there if people feel to make a donation to the upkeep of the temple. But a place for people to just come and pray, a place for people to come and be in the pristine land, a place for people to feel held, a place for people to be with the light. And also just want to say as well that because the reason why I have the door on the left in the initiation chamber below is that so people can just come straight through the door and go up the stairs to the Temple of Light without having to go inside the darkness, because people might just want to come and just be in the temple. So it's not going to be like people have to use the initiation chamber. It's just going to be a place for people to come and meditate, to do their morning meditations, to do their morning yoga practice if they want to, a place to sit and be still in the light, a place to just come and be with the expansiveness of the view and to light a candle, a place to come and offer a prayer. And this land is pulsing with Sami, what Hannah and I call Sami, which is the living life force. It's the highly refined energy that the Quero Indian people in Peru call the energy of the Apu, the mountain. And it's this dance of living energy that we're a part. And it's pristine up here. The water's pristine. The air is pristine. The land is very wild. It's got a huge amount of diversity of trees. And so it can be just a place for people to come and be in nature, and a place for people to come and be in that pristine earth and connect to their own pristine Sami within, their own life force within, their own heart, their own vibrancy, their wellness. So yeah, I've got so much I could say, but I just wanted to share that with everyone and to update the crowdfunder. So in terms of funding, you can see now that we're calling out for donations to be able to create this temple, of this Sunheart Temple on the land of the beloved heart. So we're really, really calling out with prayer for these donations to come in so we can start building this incredible space for people to come to. So yeah, please share, please donate if you can, and yeah, just totally trusting that this is going to manifest for the good of the new earth. So yeah, sending loads and loads of love, and thank you for listening.